Hey everybody, so this is Friday the 20th, and this is what we did today. We did normal calculations. So we are using the calculator stuff we learned the other day, and we're turning real life data into percents or proportions, and we can actually go backwards too. We can change a percentile back into a real value. So first of all, percentile is the percent that your score is better than, meaning if you're at the 90th percentile, you did better than 90% of the people. So I did an example problem. We actually did only these ones today. We're going to do these ones on Monday. So we took a real world value and changed it into a percent. So in our case, we're talking about SAT scores. So the SAT Math has an average of 500 and a standard deviation of 50. And SAT Math scores are approximately normal. So that's really important, actually. If it's not normal, then none of this works. So the stuff is only working for normal data. So Moffitt scored a 432. That's below average. And I want to know what percentile I'm at. What percent of people I did better than. Because if you're competing for colleges, you want to have a high percentile, right? So my first step is you use this little formula to change your x value into a z-score. So my x value, my real world value was 432. The mean was 500 and the standard deviation was 50. So I plug it in, group up the top if you plug it in your calculator. I got a z-score of negative 136. This step, by the way, corresponds to here, changing the x to a z-score with that formula. After that, step 2 is this one. So step 2, I'm going to draw a picture and do the calculator stuff. So I said I wanted to know what percent I beat. So that's the people below me. So I shaded the below the z-score. It's negative 1.36, or represents my score of 432. And I'm going to use the calculator, normal CDF. And for lower and upper, I'm going to put negative 1,000 and negative 1.36. If you want more on this video, on the calculator stuff, you can check the other video. But you go left to right, lower to higher. So I got 0.0869, which gave me a percent of 8.69%. That's not that many people I did better than. I'm doing pretty lousy on this test, apparently. The only other one I did two more examples. This is my 5th period. I did one more just to test it out with the greater than. You can see the example here and copy it down if you pause it, but it's pretty similar to the other one, so I'm not going to go over it. This third example, I gave 2 scores. I said, what percent score between 506 and 631? So if I give 2 scores and ask for between, you got to find 2 separate z-scores. I found the z-score for the first one was 0.12, the z-score for the second one is 2.62, and then in my picture, I drew in between those 2 values. So you don't have any negative thousands or positive thousands, nothing like that. I just plugged in my lower and upper as 0.12 and 2.62. And this video is a little longer than usual, but any questions or anything, leave them in the comments. I'll talk to you guys on Monday.